Welcome to Gyandhara Pupil Teacher Online Study Point, and today our topic is Measurement and Evolution Part 1. So in this video we are going to learn about evaluation, the whole concept of evaluation. In the next part, that is the second part, we are going to learn about measurement, and then we will compare the difference between the measurement and the evaluation, because these questions come frequently in your course. So let's start with evaluation. So meaning of evaluation. The definition is given here in the video, that it is a systematic process of determining the extent to which the educational objectives are achieved by pupils. So it is a kind of decisive process in which decision is given about the utility of the content. So whatever the content is presented, whether the content is able to achieve that goal, is evaluation. So you can say the utility of content is very important here. Now, evaluation process. The process is a complex one. It has three parts, in which the center is objectives, that are goals. Then tools of evaluation, the processes, or say you can say the evidences, how we can evaluate something, and the learning experiences, that is mean. Sometimes the questions come in your exam that evaluation is a tripolar process, means the 3 points of evaluation processes are objective, learning experience, and tools of evaluation. So these are the 3 poles of evaluation process. In evaluation, one has to know who students were at beginning, if were determined, and what changes are occurring. One has to obtain a record of changes in pupils by using appropriate methods of appraisal, and one has to judge how good changes are in the light of evidences obtained. So the most important of these is objective. Whatever objective we kept after the evaluation, we have to test whether the process or the utility of the content is there or not. So that is why evaluation is called a tripolar process. Now next is principles of evaluation. So there are mainly 5 principles of evaluation. You can write it down in your notes. The first one is purpose of evaluation. So the purpose of evaluation is should be defined very carefully, because if attention should not be paid there uh, for the purpose, then there will be no exact tools we can decide, and that is why the effort should be always there for searching the purpose, that it should be very carefully attained. Next, one tool, one method. It means that the objective for which evaluation is conducted, the evaluation tool should be only used for that purpose only. You cannot use multiple tools for evaluation, because that can disturb the whole process of evaluation. So there should be one tool, one method. Next, saving time. So a teacher should always know the evaluation technique, so that it can help saving the time as well as the utility. Now next is accomplishment of goals, that whatever evaluation is conducted, it should not be always for evaluation, it should always be accomplishment of goals, because the whole process is there for improving the learning behavioral objectives of the student. So accomplishment of goals is very important, it's not always the evaluation. And fifth one and the final one is the principle of ethics, and the principles and ethics of evaluation should always be kept in view. There should not be biasing for the students, there should not be individual you can say uh, you can say individual decisions or individual opinions. So these principles should always be there, that teacher should not bias the process of evaluation by his own individual opinions about any student. So these are the 5 principles of evaluation. Now next is steps of evaluation, that how we do the evaluation. So first is identifying and defining the objectives. So before the objectives are determined, complete attention should be paid to child, the society, the nature of the content, and the educational level. So before defining or identifying any objective, there should be child's nature, society, and level of education should always be considered. Now, next is planning learning experiences. So, when objectives have been determined, then attention should be paid to learning experience. That construction of a situation under which a student can perform his own tasks. So, planning learning experience means constructing a learning situation under which a child will perform. Next is providing evidences through various tools of evaluation, which we are going to discuss in the next slide. Providing evidences means there are different types of tools which can be selected and developed after one person has determined his objectives and they planned their learning experience. There are different kinds of tools should be used for evaluation. The next part is constructing the evaluation device. So before an evaluator, before constructing any techniques tools, he should ask him few questions like whether the tool will be able or capable of evaluating everything. So you can say constructing evaluation device meant checking the validity as well as the reliability of the tool, of the tool should be there. Now next, the applying tool and recording evidences. It in this process, in this step, when an evaluation tool is administered on the students, it is always become necessary to always evidences should be gathered that evaluation has been done. In observation, in oral test, a teacher has no record to the student response, so this record can be verified by different methods like for camera or for anything, but there should be evidences of whatever evaluation have been done in the learning process. And the final step is interpreting the recorded evidences. If the evidences have been gathered and recorded by the administrating and evaluation tool, there should be a recorded evidences interpretation so that a teacher can compare students achievement with the norms, and he would like to know what are the teaching, you can say, mistakes, or the students have been able to achieve that objectives which have been defined in the learning process. So interpretation of the recorded evidences should be done after these complete steps. Now next are tools of evaluation. So there are different types of tools of evaluation. And one more thing I would like to add in the video, that areas of evaluation, the things are, when we do evaluation, there are different areas. We have to uh, check all these 3 areas: the cognitive aspect, the affective aspect, and the cognitive aspect. So these are the 3 areas of evaluation which should be done. The cognitive aspect means the knowledge of the proper thing. Affective aspect means the child interest, emotions, and attitudes. So, and the cognitive means it is should be with the muscular and sensory movements. So these are the 3 kinds of behaviors which we are going to study in different slides of educational psychology. And unfortunately, the this video is from evaluation educational technology, so I am not going to discuss these things. And let's come back to the topic. It is tools of evaluation. So there are different types of tools and techniques, and we can prepare our own tools for evaluation the students. And but we for the sake of convenience, I have divided the whole process of evaluation tools into 4 parts. The first one is testing procedures. So let's see what comes under testing procedures. Okay, testing procedures, in this we can s- take different types of tests which we do in schools also, like written, oral, practicals, performance test. So these kinds of tests are will come under testing procedures. Then second is self report technique. Self report techniques in every person always know much about them himself, so how he thinks about himself, what he thinks about himself when he pleases, and what pains him are aspects from which direct and indirect informations can be gathered. So this come under the self report techniques, which can be uh, which can be questionnaire, like we use in survey, which can be autobiography, it can be personal diary, direct questions, personal diaries. By these things we can uh, judge a person about what he thinks about himself. Now next are observational techniques. Observational techniques means the information about a person which we can gather by observation and experiences. So for this we can use anecdotal records, checklists, rating scales, and sociometric techniques. All these techniques I have discussed in my earlier videos. You can go and check out. And fourth are projective techniques, which we all know they are of three types: fully projected, semi-projected, free projected. By projected techniques we can always know about a psychological aspect of a person or a tool. These are the tools always used to evaluate the aspects related to individuals social adjustment of a person. So these are the four tools of evaluation which we can use in our evaluation process. Now next is utility of evaluation. So what are the needs or what are the utility of evaluation? First of all, it is in reforming school activities. Once we evaluate the things, we can always reform our school activities, we can construct a good curriculum, and that's why it's written that it provides a strong background for curriculum constructions. Now it always motivates the students. When students are told about their shortcomings and weakness, then they can make their effort to overcome them, so it always motivates students to do better. Now next is guidance and counseling. It's always help us teacher to make knowledge about the child's performance in the class, and a teacher can always guide and counsel the students according to his evaluation results. And fifth, the teacher's success always can be measured by the evaluation, because whatever strategy the teacher have been using for teaching the subject can always be you can say judge. So a teacher can always progress his teaching strategies. And sixth is helping a guardian to always know about their wards, their interests, their progresses by the evaluation process. Now finally we come to the final slide, that importance of evaluation. What are the importance of evaluation? So evaluation always tells about the accomplishments of objectives. It always tells whether the objectives have been achieved or not. It always tells about quality of learning. If the students in the class maximum are getting good marks, that always say that evaluation, or sorry, the process is quite good, and teacher students the learning objectives have been fulfilled. Now next, it always help in teaching, improvement in teaching. Once a teacher know about the result, it always help in improving the teaching strategies, and they can be developed further. Now the next is the remedial instructions are given for both the teachers as well as the students, and so the purpose of learning, that is the change in behavioral terms, can be achieved. Now it helps us teacher always to rank classify the students, so he can prepare the teaching strategies according to their level, and it always help in improving the learning process. So it is quite important. Next is help in improvement in teaching strategies, which I have told earlier also in the third point, that changes, you can say, changes can always be done for bringing improvement in teaching learning process, which is actually the aim of evaluation. So the evaluation is quite very important process in fields of psychology and education. So I hope you understood now the meaning of evaluation. Then thanks for watching Gyandhara, and please like, share and subscribe my channel. And in the next part of the video we are going to discuss about measurement, and we will compare the differences between measurement and evaluation, which is an important question for you. So keep watching the next video. Till then, keep writing your notes. Thank you.